Warning. This is an auntie point of view. I'm coming from a place of love and a place of experience.
Right? Kiesha sits there and she talked about, this is before Diddy got arrested and everything.
Mhm.
She used to sit there and talk about, how happy she was. She didn't really want to be in a relationship, even though she was his side piece or whatever you call what he does, right? She said she was happy with that, right? Until Diddy had a baby. When Diddy had a baby with that Asian girl, Kiesha was in her feelings. But why, boo? Was you in your feelings? Or if you in it for the money, clearly Diddy is paying bills over here. You understand what I'm saying? If all you want is Hermes bags and Louis Vuitton and Gucci, you're getting the Louis Vuitton and the Gucci. Why are you upset when he has a baby? Because deep down inside,
She wanted it to be
you
her.
want him to be your man. You want to be in a relationship. You want to be in a relationship and you want him to be faithful and you want to be faithful to him because you want a relationship. You're sitting there, you're settling for this prostitute type of relationship that you have, but that's not what you want, because if that's what you wanted, you would not be mad because he had a baby with somebody else, because your bills are still being paid. And so this is what I would tell young women, that the women who you're looking at, whom you might be idolizing because they're getting all this money, they're not happy. The money doesn't make them happy. The bags ain't making them happy. The shoes ain't making them happy. And I'm going to jump, just because we're in this realm, I'm going to jump even to Meg the Stallion.
Unhappy.
If Meg was so happy, I'm sure that basketball player, I don't know his name because I'm not into stuff like
Klay
that.
Thompson.
Klay Thompson. I'm sure Klay Thompson was tricking off on her, right? He's one of the highest paid basketball players, right? So I'm sure he was tricking. He bought you a couple of bags. I'm positive he bought you a couple of. I'm not positive, but I we can assume that he bought you some bags. He spent some money on you and all this type of stuff. Why are you mad? Because he didn't want to, he broke it off. You should take the money. Don't you sing in your songs that you take the money and run, that you don't want to be wife, that you don't want to be in a relationship, that all you use them for is their money? So if that's all you use them for, why are you mad? Because he does not want to marry you. You said in your song that you're not wife material. You said that. So these women are saying all of these things with their mouths and in the songs. And once again, we're going back to music being spells. You know in your heart that is not how you feel, but you're singing this over and over and over again. And so you're calling into your life men who don't want to wife you, men who don't want to be with you long term, and men who, you know what I'm saying? You're calling that into your life because these are the spells you're putting out into the universe.
There's a video out there with her talking about her children. And she said, would you want your daughter to be a city girl? And she said, oh, no, she's not going to do that. No, I don't want my daughter to be no city girl. I want to basically keep her, away from that. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, she was like,
and even the lifestyle that she lives.
Yeah, she said she didn't want her daughter. She wanted her daughter to be better than her. Then she said, well, what about your son? Would you want your son to date a city girl? Then she said, yeah, he can date a city girl. So you want your son to be a trick? I didn't get that part. So you okay with your daughter? You're not okay with your daughter selling herself for a bag, or trinkets, whatever the case may be. But you're okay with your son being a trick on that type of woman, which I was confused by.
It tracks though. It's a double standard, but it tracks.
I guess so. I guess the hatred for men,
right,
and even the one that they pushed out.
It's right, because the city girl mentality is almost like synonymous with like the baby mama or the single black woman, hyper independent black woman tropes. Like the mentality, I think
you can be independent if you getting money from dudes.
Yeah,
prostituting yourself from dudes. That's the part that cracks me up. How you independent but you begging for a bag?
Right,
right. That part. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, they all come from like the same lineage as far as mentality. You know what I'm saying? And it's common for them to raise their daughters one way and raise their sons a whole another way. Like they completely fail when it comes to, raising sons.
Where's family from?
I know she's from Florida. Now, is she FBA? I don't know. Remember her mama got out of jail not too long ago.
For what?
I
Let
didn't
me
know
pull
that.
up what her mama
Prostitution.
is. Her mama is a baddie too, though. Mama is beautiful.
I know. I've heard that. But let me tell you something. The way Kiesha moves like she been taught how to move by her mama. This look like a second generation hoeing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's how she moves. She moved like her mother been telling her how to get that bag. Her mother been telling her, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is how you get next to the men with money. Hold on. Like
hold on. Somebody said,
she
"What the
don't
fuck
move
is he
like her
talking
mama was
about?"
living in the church like mine. and clearly nicey girl too, because she brought out the Proverbs real quick.
Hold on, let me address somebody in the chat real quick.
For a hit and run and robbery.
Oh, what was it?
She did 5 years for a hit and run and robbery.
Hit and run and robbery?
Tracks. Yeah.
Okay.
She hit someone during a robbery and fatally struck a pedestrian while fleeing. So basically robbery, and she killed someone.
Got it.
That you mean that scamming mentality?
That scamming mentality, yes, ma'am.
Sent her to prison for 5 years.
Her mother, Kiesha's mother. Young mommy's
the same
mother.
scamming that her daughter is now speaking about in her lyrics.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It's generational.
Generational.
The powers that shouldn't be to push degeneracy on us, period. That should be.
And I'll say me and Nicey, I think we speak from a motherly and for me auntie place. Right? Come on now. I remember being and I remember being young, and when Little Kim came out, you know what I'm saying? I'm sneaking to sing those lyrics and stuff, singing things I don't even understand.
Right?
You understand what I'm saying? Like some of the things.
Doodle Brown.
So you know, it was a lot of things that I didn't understand, but at the age I'm at now, which I ain't telling, the age I'm at now, I have also listened to Frances Cress Welsing, and I listened to how she viewed it at that time and how her predictions have come to pass.
Right.
So my judgment, I am going to judge a little bit more harshly because I see where it can go.
Right. Where it
where it has gotten us. Because Little Kim was an anomaly at the time. And now it's nothing but Little Kims. And that's the problem. Well, I won't say nothing but Little Kims, but I'm going to say the majority of what we hear mainstream is Little Kim. But that majority of what we heard mainstream was not. I remember, you know, UNITY being on the radio. You know what I'm saying? And these type of songs being on the radio. It was like, you know, I punched him dead in his eye because he called me a bad man. Like,
and ladies first.
Ladies first, Lady of Rage, you know, all these, you know, powerful women who were
covered up.
Missy, you know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, even Left Eye is people don't. I just gotta chill. People don't talk about Left Eye enough.
Right?
They don't talk about Left Eye enough for me, and that makes me angry because Left Eye. Man, listen, she's one of my favorites, and just thinking about what she could have been and where she could have gone and what she knew that we wasn't even up on it at the time. You understand what I'm saying? And what she knew and right. And so it's just, you know, it's the fact that she's forgotten a lot. It that bothers me. But yeah, so Left Eye, you know, like these type of women and women who stuck together. Little Kim talks about how when the internet first came out, she was trying to get littlekim.com. And she was like, you know what I mean? That somebody else already had it. And so that was a time when a lot of celebrities, they was paying people like 10, 20 grand to get their .coms. And so when they found out who it was, Left Eye owned it. And Left Eye was like, yeah, girl, I brought up all my friends' names so I could give it to them.
Wow.
Like, this is the type of, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of camaraderie and sisterhood with ladies first that used to be in the game. Look, Kiesha can't even get along with her own bandmate.
Right.
I was wondering about that. So they're not city girls no more?
No, I don't believe so.
There was beef
Oh,
in it.
okay. I didn't know what was going on.
I don't believe so. Now, like I said, I don't follow it like that, but I don't think so. Not from what these internet streets are saying. Okay, and so
you know, love. Now, as the lady, I thought the Jungle Quest and Soul would just made me. What?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So, you know, I think we're hard on the young women because we have to get these young women in shape.
Yeah.
I got to be hard because just like how you guys are hard on the guys, we got to be hard on these girls because these are our future mothers. Kiesha is a mother, goddamn.
This is a future daughter-in-laws for you.
Right, you know, for y'all boys.
Grandchildren being raised by these, you know, tramps, basically. You know what I'm saying?
We don't have no room. And they don't have much time.
Right.
You know,
we at
you
war.
fucking off your 20s.
We're at war.
Fucking up your 20s.
And this is what we need. We're at war. You know what I'm saying? We can't have
and you at the and then we got, you know what I'm saying, and Glorilla is, you know, look, I out of all of them, I think Glorilla is one of the most talented ones, which like doesn't say much, but it says a little something, you know what I'm saying. I feel like she actually has a flow. She actually, you know what I'm saying, has cadence. I don't really understand a lot of, not that I don't understand, but where her lyrics are to be desired for me. But like the first song I heard, she was twerking in front of Planned Parenthood.
Oh wow!
Come on now, we can't.
That was her. I forgot that was her. I forgot that was even her.
I will never forget that because I'm like, young lady.
I forgot that was even her.
Are you abortion clinic talking about you not having no niggas babies?
Yeah.
But then you are twerking. Are you twerking in front of Margaret Sanger's Planned Parenthood, ma'am? Is that what we're doing? So, you know,
who produced that video?
I don't know.
I think that's what she was still. I think that's what she was still trying to come up. Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying. She did that on her
iPhone. It was just, you know, it was a way to go viral. She was trying to go viral.
She just, you know, I give her that credit too. She was doing it all on her own. You know what I'm saying? She was underground, but we gotta be, you know, we gotta be a little bit as if we're not tough on the artists themselves. We have to at least have tough and truth talk with the young ladies who are listening to it.
That's crazy.
And so because they don't have the kind of time, and not only that, but with this internet the way it is, things are living forever. You don't have like I had when I was in my 20s. I was partying and it ain't much video. I won't say none because there might be one that pop up one day, but you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying? Everything is on video now. Your whole life could be different because of some one night or one thing you did at a party now. These young ladies, it's a different world for them. And so we as the aunties, as the mamas, we have to tell the truth. And I don't know about you, which I can pretty much guess about you, Nicey, but we come from a long line of women who kept it real.
Oh, yes. If you're an NBA auntie, you
right. Where's your slip? Right. Where's your girdle?
Right.
Where's your bra?
All that.
Why are you showing legs? Why are you showing whatchamacallit and legs? Why are you showing? Because it used to be you don't show cleavage and legs.
Right.
You don't show cleavage, midriff, and legs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You choose two of those. You know what I'm saying? And then you couldn't show it all. This is the type of environment, and this is what kept us in line. You know, and I think at the time, right, there's no order. And so as the aunties, it's Frances Cress Wilson is no longer with us.
Right.
We have to
let her die out. We got to keep it going.
Right. We have to pull these young ladies by the coattails, let them know what it is. And that right there, that Kiesha thing, that's not what it is, young ladies. That's not what it is. And
not in real life.
You know, but like I said, you know, but us as Black women, if I could get this through our young women's souls and hearts, stop talking about the type of man you don't want. Start, and I know this sounds crazy, start fantasizing, right? About the man you do want.
That don't sound crazy.
Start fantasizing, writing it down. What does he look like? What does he smell like? What does he talk like? What does he do? That way, that energy can start coming unto you. But when you're sitting there talking about, because that's the era we grew up in. The era we grew up in was, I ain't gonna let no man talk to me crazy. I ain't gonna let no man cheat on me. I would never. I wish I would. I wish he would. I know better than to do shit that's such and such to me. Oh, you better know. But all the time when we're saying this with such fervor, right? Such
and you mean energy
and passion. The more passion you have when you say something, the stronger it emits into the universe, right? So you're saying all these things and you don't know that you're pulling that very same man that you said you don't want and which ain't gonna do it. You pulling it to you every time you say it. You pulling him. You pulling him to you, and that's what's gonna every time a nigga in your face. That's the nigga that's in your face. The same one that you said ain't gonna do this and ain't gonna do that. That's the one that's in your face because you literally called him. You literally called him. So, young ladies, sit down and think about, I want a man that's really, really smart. I want a man that fights for his people. I want a man that understands white supremacy, what it is and how it works, and is not confused.
Right.
I want a man who, you know what I'm saying? I want a man who, even you can talk about height, whatever. I want a man with a beard. Right. I want a man, you know what I'm saying? I want a man. I want a man. You know what I'm saying? Start writing it down, like what you want from your relationship. Where do you want to live? Start thinking about it. I want to pick a house because I remember when I was young, I also didn't want to fantasize because I felt like thinking about what I did want, if it didn't come, I would feel sad about it. Right. But not knowing that the universe works in the exact opposite way. And so I'll end it there. And I really hope that the young ladies hear us tonight.
Aunties.
Because we are your aunties. We love you. We love you, babe. You are our babies. We love you. And we want to see the best for you.
We're just, trying to keep you from going through some of the heartaches that we went through. Number one. You know what I'm saying? Take the wisdom out of it. Receive the wisdom in what we're saying.
Okay, so y'all was asking about my Juneteenth shirt that I made. Okay, I got shirts for y'all. I got women's t-shirts and men's t-shirts. I worked hard. I found a really good supplier with really good quality t-shirts. So go to evenmelanin.com and pick you up a Juneteenth t-shirt today. They come in red and royal blue. Keep watch because more t-shirts will be coming over time because I got a lot of ideas. You know what I mean? Pick up your t-shirt today by going to evenmelanin.com. I want to thank Sincere Love the God and Nicely Girl for having me on their podcast. Make sure you go over there, like, share, comment, and subscribe over there. And right here, like, share, and comment, and subscribe right here on this channel. It helps both of us in the algorithm. I thank y'all so much for watching. Sometimes I'll be shocked that y'all even care what I got to say. But I thank you so much for caring for what I have to say and wanting to hear my opinion. I love you all forever. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so y'all was asking about my Juneteenth shirt that I made. Okay, I got shirts for y'all. I got women's t-shirts and men's t-shirts. I worked hard. I found a really good supplier with really good quality t-shirts. So go to evenmelanin.com and pick you up a Juneteenth t-shirt today. They come in red and royal blue. Keep watch because more t-shirts will be coming over time because I got a lot of ideas. You know what I mean? Pick up your t-shirt today by going to evenmelanin.com.